I finally bit the bullet and bought for about 40 odd quid. I will put the link up in the description. A really long extender pole, and I'm going to clean my solar panels to see if it makes any difference to the generation. This is not, I should point out, a scientific test. Cobweb. But what it is the effort versus reward test. I think it's probably 100% certain that you will get more generation from cleaning a panel, because it's bound to be cleaner than it was. It'll let more light through, but if it lets that much light through, 10p's worth a day, something like that, I'm not sure the 40-50 quid that you're initially spending and the many hours over years to clean them is going to be worth it. So that's the comparison I'm doing right now. Is it worth the effort? Paying someone to clean it would be a lot easier, but then of course you're paying all that money every year or 2 or 3, however often you do it. And I should point out as well, this is a UK video. Cleaning solar panels in Sahara or something like that, in an African country, in Morocco or Cyprus, somewhere where you will get lots and lots of sun and probably dust, absolutely. But in the UK we get enough rain, so I think self-cleaning is just going to be enough. So let me see if it's worth it by just doing the panels and seeing if it's something that I can just be bothered doing. I think that's what most people will be doing. I can't really be bothered. I'll rather pay the £5 a year that I'm going to miss out on solar generation. These panels have been up 3 years and they haven't been touched. Literally not been touched in 3 years. So they should be really filthy, but they're not because of rain. Let me show you my cheapest I could get from Amazon device. And another. It's not quite Darth Maul, but I think that's long enough. I have figured one flaw out. When I'm up a ladder, the bucket's going to have to be 20 foot away. Yeah, not thought this through really. This is turning into more of a how don't you clean solar panels safely, but it is working. So what I'm going to do is clean one of them using my extender pole, and it can actually reach the top of the apex, so that's good. And then see what comes off in a safe manner, of course, working from height. So this is just one panel. So you can sort of see the panel that I've cleaned there. It's that one, and the rest have got like a sheen on them, like that window there. So it definitely makes a bit of a difference, but in terms of generation, well, I guess we'll have to see. But I'm going to wait until the sun has gone in, so it's an evening job, is this, not a early morning as it is now. As you can see, my cheap Amazon extender pole is going to the apex. So yeah, if I really wanted to, I could clean all of these right now. I'm not going to, as I said, it's more of an evening job. But quite frankly, this is turning into one of those things I wish I'd never started. So that's what's come off one panel's worth. So it's definitely got stuff off, grime. But so would the rain. But yeah, it's had an effect. Under the decking we have a patio, or what used to be a patio down there. We put this to level it out, if you like. So this is essentially like a bungalow at the back, with the Velux windows and solar panels up above, which you can just about see there. But at the front, it's a very different kettle of fish. Ladders getting up at the back isn't difficult at all. But at the front, there is no way on God's green earth I am getting to those solar panels 3 stories up. Which means, again, I can't really do the front panels. There's only 4, there's 10 on the rear, but... This is one of the Velux windows. I've spun it round, so I'm on the inside of the office right now. This had lots of bird poo, shall we say, for a few days, and then it's rained and it's all gone. And I should point out, I've not cleaned this window for about 3 or 4 months deliberately just for this video. It's clean. I mean, if I wipe my hand on it, give me a second. there's no real dirt, there's no grime, you know, there's nothing other than it's just wet. So that's what the panels are like. That's the panel that I cleaned. That's the panel next to it that I didn't. Can you see the difference? Neither can I. So, yeah. Get more evidence that this is only worth doing if it's easy to do. There you go. That's probably the best way of putting it. For me, no, it's not. It's a pain in the butt. Now, the 4 at the front are on a different string to the 10 at the back. And I also have optimizers on the panels. So if I don't get around to all of the panels, if I only clean some of them, it still would have an effect for us. But yeah, it's very, very high. Even paying somebody, like a window cleaner or whoever would do this sort of work once a year, once every 2 years, I'm not entirely convinced it's necessary, quite frankly, given what a really heavy rain shower can do. Self-cleaning, I've just walked under a ladder, let me reverse that. There we go. Oh look, a black cat. Self-cleaning is the way forward for me. So that is my take on this whole thing. So, you know what, this is something which I can't see the benefit of. Will it increase the amount of solar that goes through them? Yes, that is undeniable, but it's probably going to be this much. We get lots of birds, as anyone does, and I have seen bird poo on our panels before. But there's none on there right now, because the rain presumably has washed it off. So that's my very unscientific take on this. It's not a case of I've measured how many volts I get from the panels before and after. That would be, well, impossible for me personally because I don't have the equipment to do all that. But just logic tells me that the amount of effort I need to put in, given my house and so forth, and the roof and where the panels are and all that, it's pointless. We'll have lots of panels, some will only have a few, some will be able to get from the ground floor because it's a bungalow or something, some will be able to get on their roof. I mean, if I had ground mounted panels, 100%. And then of course you're lessening the risk of doing something stupid and cracking the panels, or, you know, dropping something on them, which can always happen. So there we go. This probably turning out to be pointless, so I'll put it on the second channel. The video is done. Don't bother with cleaning your panels in the UK because the equipment that you need, tall ladders, potentially, I suppose everyone's house is different, as I said, the extender pole, the bucket, the time, the safety aspect of, you know, idiots like me going up ladders and killing themselves, I just leave it. So there you go. Thanks for watching Driving Home, the second pointless channel to my main channel. There's only semi-pointless. Like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you later.